Good afternoon to you all. Today we are going to see something about capacity planning. What actually this capacity planning is do is that it is nothing but your service level, current usage, and future demand. And based on your current usage, what are the expectation or what is your business plan? What is how the business is going to use this? How you are going to use implement the new application? How you are going to delete the application which are you don't use it, plan a new acquisition or you don't want it, financial plan, and how you consolidate your IT resources. Capacity planning is something like that where what are the resources you are using it, and what are the amount you're going to pay it, what are the resources you're not going to use it, you're not using it, and you want to delete it. And if you want to plan for the new acquisition, you can able to go through it. For an example which is already given, I hope you can able to see this one. Let me go to the word file which available here. Yeah, yes, you can able to see here. Let's take example. There is a virtual machine. There are explore, validate, reclaim, optimize. We have got a virtual machine which is available here. Utilize your virtual machine. This is not utilized virtual machine. Current usage, notify the owner. This is usage verification, then notify the use owner. If you want to again use it, there is no you VM in use. Eliminate known one which you wanted, you can use it. Otherwise, you don't want it. Remove approval. You get approval from them. You don't want it. You get approval from the user. Explore again. You want to explore any what you call virtual machine or something like that. That's fine. Then activate whatever you have used it. That activate virtual machine, then delete which you don't want to it. If you don't want it, if you want to reclaim the resources, that is different things. And then there is optimization. Validate, reclaim, and optimize it. Explore. What do you mean by exploring? The exploring is a process that what or there is a virtual machine which is available to you. You're going to see what are the resources you are utilizing it, what are the resources you are not utilizing it. Then validate the resources. How you are going to validate the users? Current usage, notify the owner. Then there is no usage, notify the owner, and you say him these are the virtual machines part, we are not using it. You want to use it, please notify. If you don't want to use it, remove it. You get approval. Then what? Reclaim the bosses. Then again you activate that whatever the resources you wanted in a unutilized resources you want to add some more. Then that you added and you activated. Then delete the resources. If you want to reclaim, and then there is optimizing, monitoring, how you're going to monitor. This is the process of the slides which is given here. This is explore, validate, reclaim, and optimization. So in exploring, what you are going to do, you are just seeing which are the resources available, using and not using, and then you're going to validate, and you're going to reclaim, and you're going to optimize. There is one other things how you are going to see this. If you're not able to see this one, I can able to go through this word file. Yes, yes. There is one thing how you are going to do the capacity planning, change management or management demand, new proposal you are going to give, service level management, service level requirement, understanding capacity requirement, what is the requirement for your usage and everything, understanding new proposal, business new proposal came down, virtual business functions and everything, you provide it to that one, provide cost capacity input, financial availability you have to take from the management, and you have to provide the capacity input, negotiate the service level agreement, which you are going to see in our next class. What do you mean by service level agreement? Then specify performance target. Again, you go for the service level management, understand there is a negotiation of SAL. That otherwise you understand a new proposal, design a capacity procedure. These are the things which are available in capacity planning. These are the flow chart which goes up. Let me go to my slides. This is what it is. Service level management, demand management, change management, propose service, a service new change, service level, understanding the capacity requirement, understanding virtual businesses. There is a new financial. We have to go all this process, slides which is given to you. This is how capacity planning goes up. Some of the entities that Prime include in your capacity monitoring is nothing but your CPU and memory utilization, input output devices, or device utilization, queues, how what are the process, how the queries are in a process, storage utilization, transaction rate, network packet rate, application resource time, bandwidth utilization. These are the things which you go for. Resource, these are the resources which you use it for capacity planning for billing. These are the things which you go. Some of the entities which are monitoring capacity planning. There is a virtual machine capacity in cloud, which we have already seen. What do you mean by virtual machine? Is the sum of how you are going to calculate. Virtual machine is nothing but, let me take my pen. Virtual machine is the sum of deployed of remaining virtual. What is virtual machine capacity? Is the sum of deployed and remaining virtual machine capacity, or virtual machine count capacity is nothing but deployed virtual machine capacity plus remaining virtual machine capacity. For example, if you have a 10 virtual machines and you are and 50 are small, 20 are medium, and 30 are medium, 20 are small, then we are going to calculate the average machine, a virtual machine is that zero point 0.5 into CPU demand of small virtual machine plus zero point 0.3 into CPU demand of medium virtual machine plus zero point 0.2 into CPU demand of large virtual machines. The result is average virtual machine calculated. Uh, this is used to capacity planning based on a size of virtual machine and arrival of overall requirement. So if you have got a very large machine, if you have got a medium machine, in sometimes if you have got a small machine, then we are going to calculate. This is the formula for calculating it. That is virtual machine count capacity, deployed virtual machine capacity plus remaining virtual machine capacity. The example which is given, if you have got it, this is what an example. If you have got 20 large machine, 30% is small, medium, 15 is the small. Then virtual machine average output CPU demand zero point 0.5 CPU demand of virtual machine, zero point 0.3 of medium, and zero point 0.2 of a large one. Memory demand is nothing but zero point 0.5 of small, zero point 0.3 of medium, and zero point 0.2 of very small one. This is virtual machine capacity for this one. How you are going to calculate the formula is this one, which is given here in the slide. This is virtual other things. Then we have got the virtual matrices, which are used for calculating. In CPU matrix, you have got CPU usage, CPU. There are a number of things usage in megahertz CPU, ready CPU system, CPU weight, CPU disk, and other things. Host matrix, CPU, virtual machine matrix, then host matrix. What is how host matrix is that what you are using it. What is the CPU capacity? How what is the time it has taken for that one? Memory usage, memory activated clusters. How you are going to use this resource pooling, which we have already seen in our previous class. What is mean by resource pool and everything. Let me go through one of this website, which is yes. We are going to monitor. Or I have already got here. This is what it is on. If you see it, how your CPU utilization is being given here. Let me go to the slides which is available here. This is currently which is working at, and I have already created one instant which is already running it. And let's take example. If you see the monitoring process, the my CPU utilization process, this is the status which is given, and how what are the how the status check fail, and the network in byte, network out, network in and network out, network packet out. These are the disk usage pages, CPU credit balance, and everything. These are the things which are used available on your matrices, which for me, which I have used a small instant which I have created, and I've just wanted to show you how things are working out. You can able to see this. There is a data details available, security is available, network is available, status we are not going to see. I'm going to just show you the monitoring stage. Okay. This is the slides which is look here. CPU utilization is already being changed and everything. So these are CPU utilization. I have already cut that into, I have already pasted in the what you call PPT, CPU utilization and everything. So these are how the monitoring capacity planning goes up. What are the usage and everything at the end of the day, which you need, which you don't need it. Based on that one, it will be able to see it. I'll just stop. As we have seen, scaling is a process. Scaling is a process of adding or removal of cloud computing resources you need to it based on your price based on utility of your scale, service model, or something like that. Scaling, business technologies allow to drop off. Scale up, add resources, more prices, more billing. Scale down, remove the resources, less price. Less. So scaling of a cloud depending upon the usage of yours based on your price. Scale up means you're adding the resources. You're adding the resources. Scale down means you're removing the resources. This is what it is going to happen. Now let's move on to other one which I have already written it. Vertical scaling. Here we add more RAM, storage, solid storage devices, solid state device drives, and CPU processor. Which I have seen your vertical scaling is used for healthcare, agriculture, and human resources. Real estate. This is for real estate. Horizontal, we add more services spread across load balancing. Load balancing multiple machine. We are going to see in our next class with the help of an example how the load balancing work out. I'll able to show you with a screenshot and everything. And required it normally load balancing is that you're adding more machines with backup and everything. This normally used for your software and your marketing devices, which are used because they use more resources. Vertically is nothing but you already have like your healthcare. You're not going to update it, healthcare every and now there. Agriculture resources or other things, you're not going to update it at once. So once it is there, after 5 to 6 months, you're going to start again or something like that. Whereas horizontal scaling is depending upon your marketing strategies, depending upon your software requirement, depending upon your HR requirement and everything, it's going to happen. It we are going to perform the is performed automatically using in your, for example, settlement of process, bank horizontally scaling and everything. Auto scaling process is it automatically happens. It as I told you in my previous slide that on a particular day of Saturday and Sunday, you have got a very huge volume of customers coming down to you. On a Saturday, you don't have a customer, which is Monday, you don't have a customer which is coming to. For an example, if I expect about 500 customer coming down on Saturday and Sunday, on Monday I can expect 100 customer. So I need to have it auto scaling on Saturday, Sunday. That is about I need to go up to 500 to 550, and then on Monday I need to come down to 100. So the difference of 400 should be cut down on Monday itself. That is part of an auto scaling, which we are going to see slide by slide scaling. This process of adding instant on a purpose of demand. On a purpose of demand, you're going to add one by one based on your demand. And then global scaling, global service run different geographical resources. You need to add it on a different global resources, and you're going to add it videos, dozens of graphical distribution and everything. So normally types of clouding scaling is nothing but vertical scaling, horizontal scaling, and then auto scaling, side by side scaling, and global scaling. And why you do scaling, adding up to cut down your cost. Uh, Sometimes you need to add a resources, sometimes you just need to deallocate the resources. This is performance based. Let me cut down this one and then I'll move this one up. Hope you can able to see this one. Performance review. Performance scalability is the cloud is the facilities perform scalable. If you do the scalability, performance is very important to us. Cost effective, yes, it is a cost effective, easy and quick. You can able to do it quick, and it is very easy. On a VM software, you can just add it to a resources available to you, and on a free click and the payment is proceed. Let's move on. If I have already done, yes, it's this one. I can go up instant, or let's take example of which is the instant type. These are the instant type. I can just click on this instant type, or I can just add my volumes here. Security group. I just wanted to add a volume, which I've already done it. I can just action and just I can add it, modify your volume. I'm going to add what is a hard disk or a size. I can able to size it. I can just add my size and everything. These are all depend on my virtual machine, which is already available to me on a click of a button. Deattach volumes and other things, add or edit tags and everything, which are just on a click of a button, which is available to me. Okay, capacity, which I've already told you. With the help of a capacity, growth business, continuous growth of a business, continuous growth of a business. Storage space is based on your requirement, accommodation of is scalability also sometimes limitation. If you want to fully scalable system, then you have to break that into handle it, required planning and everything has to be done before it. You cannot directly go according to the scaling. You just not directly go to that. You need to have a storage capacity, how it is going to happen, it is not going to happen. So scaling, cloud scaling benefits are nothing but you need to have a its performance is increases, cost effectivity. You allow business to grow without making any expensive changes or something like that. Easy and quick. You need to have a capacity scalable, ensure that continuous growth of your business. You're going to scale means your business is growing, and based on the requirement, you can accommodate more things. You can accommodate more things. Okay, I'll just stop it here. Just one second. Other things. Let's move on to other part. Charting. What does it mean? So we are going to you start database for scalability. Then you divide the data into separate database services instead of having all your data in one database. In one database. Remember one thing. You break down your database. You break down your database. Where is this one? Yes. You break down your database into parts. Instead of storing the database at one place, I'm going to break down this database and store somewhere down the line. Okay. This is called as shared or shading. Shading is nothing but you're breaking down your database when your scalability is so split your data into separate database and you'll split that one into separate database. You perform this can help you perform few different ways. Data requests are shared across multiple servers instead of same database. Less data on each shade reduces the index size and everything. So you can have the index size and everything has been reduced. I'll just stop it here. I'll continue this topic shade one in my next class as I have got a meeting. I'll just have it stop here. Okay. Thank you very much.